This is First Warning Weather.
Welcome back. Still very warm outside on this first day of summer, where we're likely to experience possibly the whole spectrum of that summer weather and those 90-degree temperatures, a lot of heat and humidity, but that segues into potentially a couple of flare-up thunderstorms, some of which could be severe throughout the region, but something that we can all agree on right now. It's quite hot outside. 89 degrees in Canisteo, 85 Westfield, 87 in both Corning and Elmira, mid to upper 80s for the whole region, potentially getting up into the 90s here within the next hour or two, looking at highs in the low 90s, think 92 to 94 degree range across the region. Now, the heat advisory still in effect, at least for the counties here in orange. Of course, that's for the National Weather Service Buffalo and Binghamton catchment areas. That's where we're going to see that advisory extended throughout 8 p.m. The National Weather Service and State College currently looking to see if they are going to cancel the heat advisory moving forward. Our high temperatures, well, still staying up there in the mid to low 90s, 94 Owego, 93 Elmira, little bit cooler in the northern tier, 87 in Galton, 88 Troy, but just off to the east there on Route 6, 91 in Towanda for today. Satellite and radar, regionally speaking, not too much going on for right now in our area, but all that humidity, that instability could contribute to some thunderstorm development coming in later this afternoon and perhaps into the early evening. We could see a couple of flare-up thunderstorms similar to what we saw yesterday in some of the more western portions of the state. There were a few light flare-up thunderstorms, lots of areas over Michigan, parts of the Great Lakes region currently experiencing a little bit of severe weather here this afternoon. A few light clouds have made their way into the region, still pushing through the area, providing a little bit of a brief respite from all of that sunshine. But for right now, still mostly sunny across the region with just a few light clouds dotting the region. Now, going into today, we have a slight risk. Tomorrow, looking more like a marginal risk. This is just updated here from the Storm Prediction Center. Still likely to see at least potentially damaging wind associated with some of these severe thunderstorms. Maybe some small hail, but the chances are quite low. Again, damaging wind and some downpours would be the main hazards from severe weather coming in today. And timing-wise, looking like potentially around mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock, we see a pretty high chance of some of these storms developing along a boundary line, continuing to push through in parts of the evening, and another line perhaps coming in around 8 o'clock. These continuing to push in from the west to the east. They calm down by the time we get towards past sunset. Going into tomorrow, where we could see a few more flare up. Again, conditions will be very similar tomorrow. That high humidity and instability contributing to some more thunderstorm development, potentially a few severe, a few with some heavy downpours and some damaging winds. They continue to push through Friday, and along with that, the humidity continuing to be very oppressive, continuing all the way throughout the weekend and just calming down once we get into Monday. So still plenty of humidity concerns we have to be dealing with throughout the week, the weekend, and the head into next week. 93 is your 5-degree guarantee today. Still hot and humid on this first day of summer with the chance of a stray thunderstorm. 90s continue throughout the weekend. Potentially a little bit of relief coming in the form of a few thunderstorms. Monday, see the first non-90-degree day in a while with a high of 81.